Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Legends weekly reset has happened, and with it, they've brought in all the new stuff, and they've brought back two banners that I know I'm going to get questions. I've already gotten questions on if you should summon or not. So we're going to be talking about if you should summon on these banners, and what you should expect from these banners, what they mean for the upcoming LF. We're going to be talking about everything involving these banners, and if you should summon or save for the upcoming LF. That's basically what we're doing here. So the limit break banner is here. This is the one we're going to start with. The reason you would summon on this banner is you want that 600 LFZ power that you can get. That is the only reason I would say summon on this banner, is if you're trying to get the 600 LFZ power. Any other reason, unless you're like some big whale who just spends boatloads of CC all the time, then any other reason I can't really suggest. I would not say summon on it just to get multi-Z power for Sparkies. I would not recommend that. So how much do you have to do to get the enough of these tokens to earn the LFZ power? You need 18 of them. So let's quickly do some quick maths here. If we go into step list, you get one from step 1, another one from step 2, so you're at 2 now. Add in another 3, that's 5. Add in another 3, that's 8. Another 4, that's 12. Another 5, you're at 17, so just one short, which means you got to do the next step, which is another 6, which means you'll have 23 tokens. And as you can see, all 7 steps will cost you 3 KCC. But to show you the math real quick so you believe me, 200 plus 300 is 500, plus 500 is 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, step 7, 3,000. If you want to do all the steps, I wouldn't recommend that, but that'll cost you 5,000 in total because the last 2 steps are 1,000 each. But it will cost you 3,000. You'll get 23 tokens. You'll be able to buy that 600 Z power and still have 5 tokens left over, which I recommend for those 5 tokens. You do the 200 Sparking Z power, or if there's an extreme who has a nice Z ability that you want, and you know you need to get some more Z power on him to increase that Z ability, then go ahead and get the extreme. But one of those two is what I recommend, the Sparking or the extreme Z power alongside your LF Z power. Since this will cost 18 of your 23, which means 23 minus 18 is 5, you will have 5 left, which means you can get all 5 of these, which 200 times 5 is 1,000. That is a lot of Z power. That is 1/10 of maxing a unit. So yes, that is a lot of Z power right there. And then again with the 600, you could save it for whoever the new LF is going to be, whether it's Kefla, whether it's hits. I'll talk a little bit about that in a moment here. Or you could just put it on Beast Gohan, or the Tag Super Saiyan 4s, or Trunks and Vegito, or whoever else you want to put it on. You know, that's just what you could do there. So if you want to summon on this banner for the Z power, go for it. It's always better to have more Z power. Of course, you will have 3,000 less CC to summon on the upcoming banner in about a week, but you will have 600 Z power automatically if you want to throw it on whoever the new unit is. So just something to keep in mind, a decision that you have to come to by yourself. With that though, our next banner here is actually a very interesting one. It's Ultra Super Vegito has returned, and this is spicy. So straight up, I will tell you, if you want to summon on this banner, it is incredibly hit or miss. Ultras are those banners. Like, I know every banner is either pull the unit or you don't, but Ultras are especially so. It's like maximized kind of because of how low the rates are for the Ultras. They have a 0.35 rate. You can see people go 70k and not pull a copy of an Ultra, or you can see someone go first multi and pull an Ultra. That's quite honestly how it feels, a lot more so than with normal, you know, LF Sparking banners. Again, only summon on this banner if you're like a big Fusions main, or you are a big Super Vegito fan. But if you are either of those things, I guess more so just the Fusion main, wait, do not summon on it right now. You see, it goes away on the 18th, and in all probability and likelihood, we'll be getting our LF next week, because the 18th is the next weekly reset. The 17th, you know, / 18th, that's Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, depending on what time zone you're in. But that's when we'll be getting our new LF most likely. And so we will probably have some sort of announcement, whether it's a video and stuff, or they just show us on Twitter, whatever the heck they want to do. We will probably get news before this banner goes away of who the new LF is going to be. Because if you are a Fusions main, yes, Super Vegito is a great unit. I run him. I love him a bit, or quite a lot, I should say. But if the new unit is in fact Kefla, that's something you're probably going to want, because of the fact that it is like a new Fusions unit, a new Fusion LF. It's probably going to be pretty good, hopefully. I really hope if it's Kefla, whoever the new LF is, whether it's Kefla or not, I hope they don't make them bad, because, you know, Bardock came out this time last year, and Bardock was not that great. But I would say wait on summoning on this banner. Even if you just purely love Super Vegito, go for it. But from like a more of a you know, tactical standpoint, from trying to have the best team possible for fusions or whatever, wait, because we're gonna find out most likely who the new LF is before next week, and you have all that time. You have all the time before this banner goes away to summon on it. So I would say wait to summon on this banner if you are like a big fusions main and you're waiting to see who the new LF is going to be, because the things we've gotten in this game, including this banner, I think this banner also hints towards it being Kefla more than anyone else. And then Bergamo, you know, I mentioned in yesterday's video, which go check it out. Go watch the skit at the beginning at the least. We got Bergamo's Zenkai, and if you look at what Bergamo actually buffs here, his Zenkai ability, it's Red Rival Universe. So it seems, well, we're going to most likely be getting someone who's from Rival Universe, which means an antagonist from the Universe Survival Saga. And if he had buffed Red Universe Survival Saga, I guess it was possible that we get someone from Universe 7. But because he's Rival Universe, that's basically every universe that is not Universe 7. So no Friezas, no Gokus, no Vegetas, no 17s. It seems that the front runners, which they have been, are Kefla, Hit, and then maybe like God of Destruction Tapo. I think those are the most likely. There are a lot of characters from Universe Survival Saga Tournament Power that we don't have in the game. But I just think for LF's sake, it's probably going to be Kefla, Hit, or Tapo. And I think Bergamo, being that he buffs Red Rival Universe, and looking at the characters that are Red Rival Universe, we have Red Kefla, which if it's an LF Kefla, that means we'll have 2 Red Keflas. But oh well, this Red Kefla was done absolutely dirty. Both of the Fusion Warriors, like the normal Sparking Fusion Warriors, the purple VB and the Red Kefla from the 3rd anniversary, were done so dirty. But Kefla, the Red Kefla is legit like the only Red Rival Universe unit you would want to run right now, besides Bergamo himself. Like Kale, Nile Pass, Dispo, I'm good, and the rest are extremes that I wouldn't run, like Hit, Caulifla, what's it, Rosie? Yeah. Yeah, no. So I think the new unit's probably going to be a Red Rival Universe. Otherwise, that seems like an incredibly odd choice for Bergamo to buff Red Rival Universe. Just really doesn't make any sense if the new unit is not a Red Rival Universe. So again, because of everything we've gotten in the game, I think Kefla has to be your front runner. Purely for the fact, if we go look at the... I guess I can't click into it. But the choice battle, as I mentioned in the previous 2 videos, and as you can see here on the little graphic, I can't make it bigger, but the Z powers that you can either pick Fusion Z powers or Universe Survival Z powers. Who's the one character that fits Fusion and Universe Survival Saga? Oh, Kefla. If we go take a peek at the summons, well, what summon did they just bring back to try and taunt you or bait you into summoning on, so you have less CC for the new unit? Vegito. And who's most likely to summon on Vegito? Probably Fusion mains, because I mean, there's no one that's really just like a Super Saiyan main, being honest, and otherwise Vegito is just a Fusion's character. There's no one that's like a Majin Buu Saga main, to be the honest, either. That would just be very sad, because the Majin... that would just be sad. But yes, it's most likely going to be Fusion mains trying to bait here, and who would want to summon the most on Kefla? Universe Survival Saga mains, but also Fusion mains. So, again, not clear-cut, it's not set in stone, it's Kefla. I just think Vegito coming back here definitely kind of leans towards it being a Kefla. Could still be a Hit for sure. Could still be someone else from Rival Universe, like God of Destruction Tapo or someone different. But I think the betting favorite would be Kefla. So, again, just to summarize, wait to summon on Ultra Super Vegito. Wait until we get the news, because I'm sure whether, again, it's a video and stuff, reveals and stuff, or it's just an announcement on their Twitter, before this banner goes away, we will know that we're getting LF Kefla or LF Hit or whatever. If it's an LF Hit and your Fusion's main, you won't care about Hit. You can just go summon on Ultra Vegito. Bam, no worries. You don't have to feel like, oh, I should have waited to see. If it's Kefla, you could decide if you still want to go for Ultra Super Vegito or you want to summon for Kefla. Then the ball is in your court for you to decide that one. I will say, even at like 14 stars, Ultra Super Vegito can get rushed by Gogeta Blue and still die. I know because, well, I guess I have a 14-star Gogeta Blue, and when I rush 14-star Ultra Super Vegetos, they still die most of the time. So, you know, just putting it out there. That's one thing you should probably know. But, and then in terms of the Limit Break banner, if you want the 600 LFC power, go for it. If you'd rather save your CC and kind of bet on yourself pulling the unit in, you know, multiple times, because obviously you have to pull the unit once before you can even put the Z power on them. But you want to bet on yourself pulling the unit multiple times when the actual banner comes out, then of course save your CC. LF banners, as you can see here with, you know, both the LF banners we have, the sparking rates are at 30%, but you get double the Z power, and that's the important part with the LFs. Like whoever the new LF is going to be is going to look exactly like this banner. They're going to have a 0.5 rate. They're going to have 1,200 Z power, which is twice as much as the 600 you get from here. So you could risk it, or you could have 600 guaranteed. I guess it's kind of how risky you want to be, how risk averse you are. So yeah, that's really gonna that really sums it up, and my thoughts on what these banners mean for the LF, as well as if you should summon. So if this video helped out in any way, shape, or form, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, go follow me over on Twitch for live streams. Would love to see you all in there, and I hope y'all are staying happy and healthy, having the best of days, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow.